Few people would be surprised to learn that most teens know more about social media than they do about basic financial skills. Joining us today is David W. Bianchi, a father who was frustrated by the lack of entertaining financial teaching materials for his 13-year-old son about basic money matters. And that's why he wrote a new book called Blue Chip Kids: What Every Child and Parent Should Know About Money, Investing, and the Stock Market. David, thank you so much for being here on Low Country Live. And first of all, just tell me a little bit more about your book.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. Nice to be here. The book really started out as an effort just to write some things for my son, who was 12 years old at the time. I never set out to write a book. But as I sat down and thought about what I believe kids need to know about money, the topics kept increasing and increasing, and I ended up with this book, which was just published by Wiley. And it covers everything that young people should know about money. From saving money to investing money, earning money, rates of return, that kind of thing.
And, you know, obviously there's such a need for this in today's society. So I know you wrote a whole book on it, but briefly, what are some of the best ways that kids can learn about money matters?
Well, I think one thing is they can read this book because it's designed to be simple, entertaining, and educational. And if you don't present the information in a way that kids will actually take a look at it, you're going to go nowhere. So I think we've solved that with this book. The other thing, and we talk about these on the website and the blogs on our website, bluechipkids.com, there are ways, everyday things that you can do in life. When checks come at the restaurant, you can talk to them about money and how that all works. You can talk to them about how to calculate savings rates when things are on sale. You can show them what a credit card statement looks like and how they have to pay for things. There are many examples like this in everyday life that should be used to teach kids about money, and we talk about that on the website.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're a really big believer in starting the financial education process at a really early age. You know, is this a big problem, or not enough parents doing that?
I think it's a huge problem. Look, we've got so much. Look, there's $1.1 trillion of student debt out there because young people don't even think about the debt that they're taking on. $1.1 trillion of student debt. If they had known more about money when they were younger, my belief is they wouldn't have taken on all this debt, and they'd be better earners, they'd be better money managers, and they'd be better investors.
Good point. And how do you keep these kids, especially if they're teenagers reading this book, from just shutting down when they hear about a book about money matters? How do you get them interested in it?
Yeah, that's a big problem. I think if you make it simple and entertaining, and that was the reason I put 165 cartoons in it, and the kids love the cartoons. So I think if you do it in that way, they will read it, and I've seen it with kids. I've already given this book out to a bunch of kids. They read it, they like it, and they've learned a lot from it. You'll be amazed when a 13-year-old can tell you what gross domestic product is, or can tell you what the difference is between a debit card and a credit card.
That's very impressive. Thank you so much, David Bianchi with Blue Chip Kids. And we will have much more here on Low Country Live in just a